Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pull the Chart. Today, we have a really fun one, I think. Someone who really shows you're never too old to follow your passions. Her name is, I'm probably going to butcher this, Deanna Stellato-Dudek, who is the oldest female figure skater to win a world title, and she will be competing in pairs at the Olympics starting this February. So a little bit about her. She was born just outside of Chicago. She was single skating when she was younger. She was won silver at the 2000 World Junior Championships. She retired in 2001 when she was 17 years old. 17. Yeah, I was like, oh, what was I doing? Not anything I could retire from. She was a licensed esthetician and permanent cosmetic professional. And she was at a team meeting and they asked, what would you do if you knew you wouldn't fail? And that's when she went back into figure skating. So she retired because she had 4 hip injuries, a torn ligament in her right ankle, and a fractured left ankle throughout her career. So she had some injuries young. She started skating when she was 5, so 5 to 17. It's a long professional career. I mean, I'm sure you start at the beginning with like those little things, learning to ice skate. A couple other fun things. So then she, starts doing contacts her old coach, starts working with different coaches, did pair skating with someone in the US, and then she met the guy she's currently paired with, and he's a Canadian citizen, and it was easier to become a Canadian citizen than a US citizen.
Hmm.
So she went up to Canada, got her citizenship so she could compete for the Canadian team. They have a documentary about her called Deanna's Dream on the Olympic Channel. Yep, don't know what channel that is. I didn't know there was an Olympic channel. They won the 2024 World Championship pair skating. So they're kind of going in this. They're really good. She is also they're the first pair to perform an assisted backflip in a ISU competition.
Mm.
By the way, I didn't really understand there's figure skating seasons. I guess I never really went farther than the Olympics with it. So, but I'm excited to watch it. After her 2024 victory, she got over 20,000 messages on social media criticizing her age, her looks, and her expressions.
Oh
And
my
she
God.
literally said, I couldn't imagine being a teenager getting these kind of messages. And I was like, oh, that is so true. She also had her competition costume was designed by Oscar de la Renta. It's his first time stepping into designing for the
Oh,
Olympics, which now we know Ralph Lauren and all these other designers have really stepped in to be part of the Olympic team. So I really think it's cool. Like her costumes are stunning. So we're going to go ahead and pull her chart for you. And like always, please like and subscribe and follow along. I'm going to throw in ads throughout. And don't forget to book sessions with us. So let me pull the chart. Here we have Deanna. Now, I do not have a good birth time, but we don't need a birth time to really work with the energies of the planets. She is a Cancer sun. Now, it says here it's a 0-degree Sagittarius moon, and this is at noon. So it could go back 6 degrees into Scorpio or stay in Sag and go forward. I gotta be honest, I feel more it's like a Sagittarius thing because I feel like the power you need. I don't know. I just feel like to me, this feels more athletic, but she could be either way. I don't know if you had any thoughts or about what you thought.
no, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably a Sagittarius moon. I think if we just start up here, this sun, Mars here, hardworking, competitive. So her power of the sun is expressed through Mars. This line up here also makes her very ambitious, dedicated. She can really endure hardships. I just felt like this was very much like a competitor. What did you think? And it's right there with the North Node, but we'll save the nodes. You want to save the nodes a little bit
Yeah.
more until we get through?
Oh, to me, it looks like an ice skate. You know, Mars, it's a blade, right? It's gonna cut through the ice and
Right.
yeah,
Here's the boot of the ice skate.
yep. Hmm. That's what I saw. I was like, oh yeah, of course she is. Of course she's a
Also,
skater.
and
Hmm.
it's pairs,
Hmm. Hmm.
twins. I think
Yeah,
finding the right partner was really, really important as well. Someone like you're comfortable with that cancer. Mhm.
exactly. That was the other thing I thought. Oh, yeah,
Mhm.
nice strong partner.
Right. I thought so too. I was
Mhm.
like, this is really nice. I think this plays into it as well. I mean, this all plays into this ambitiousness. Like she can fight, and this all trines together. Like this
Mhm.
just works for someone who's super competitive, but also fair. I thought with this fair judging, being able to go, okay, we need to do better here. We need to pull back here. I feel like there was like a fairness to this, and I think they're rated pretty. I mean, it's a little political too, isn't it? Wasn't ice skating always like if the judge didn't like you, they could like throw in a little? Was that or
Mhm.
that back in the day? Or am I thinking back to the day of like Nancy Cardigan? Cardigan? Kerrigan?
Very good.
Kerrigan. Down here we have
We go
this.
back. Can we go back to that
Yeah.
Saturn Pluto? Because Saturn is tends to be an older. I feel like
Oh,
this is also her debut back on the ice.
this older competitor,
Yeah,
more mature, more
exactly.
refined.
Hmm. And can dig deep and knows a lot with the Pluto right next to
Yeah.
Saturn.
So with Scorpio being ruled by Mars and Pluto, you always have to like work through the Mars until you can get to the Pluto. It's not like directly to the
Hmm.
Pluto. So I think you're right. Yeah, that idea of I'm older, I'm wiser, I know how to actually like when to push my body.
Hmm.
Seems pretty logical now.
And it's Libra, so it's charm,
Nurses.
decorum, poise.
This
Mhm.
is literally pair skating,
Yeah. Say
partner
what you want to
skating.
say, but I will always be say the right thing back to you.
The moon, Jupiter, Uranus, like in
Mhm.
the positive note, happy, vivacious nature. Like she also has a wide range of emotions, which I think they got on her about the facials, like her
Mhm.
expressions. She expresses, which is interesting because she's an esthetician, so she's probably definitely had her Botox done. Like, whereas I try not to have any facial expressions. But yeah, she's wide-ranging emotions, good for her. Positive and life supporting. I don't know, I felt like that was also kind of been like hold yourself steady, but also like you get into your character. I really like that. I also thought up here because the North Node is in Gemini. I don't know why I thought how she's now a Canadian citizen and like training and competing with a partner. I felt like that Gemini, like that having dual, or if she, I don't know if she's dual or if she's just fully moved that way. I also really liked this opposing the Neptune, like merging and trusting your partner. And I think there's this whole story about like getting him to like trust her to do the backflip, to like help her with the backflip because he was like, whoa, for her to get him to trust her. And I just thought here with the Mars, Neptune. So Mars is normally fire, Neptune's normally water, which is like steam. And then you have the air and the fire down here. And I just thought, like, what a bonfire, like hard work, releasing tension. It just felt like she probably like takes it out on the ice. What do you think? I felt like not a super complicated chart. I did love this sextile here. This is where I really think the costuming comes in. I think this great Leo Venus energy and the fact that she's saying something like, "Hey, I'm older, but look at I look fabulous."
Oh, I agree. I
Right?
agree.
It's
Yeah.
probably much more fun to have someone who has like a personality and design for them that has like layers to them. What did you think? What else did you think about her? What
I
did you have
just
her
think I
notes?
love I love the Sagittarius stellium. Sagittarians are amazing people. They are outgoing, they are bright spots. They're let's go see. Let's
Mhm.
just go, you know. Aries people tend to be a little more assertive and they're off to see the world. But Sagittarians are just, they just go and with the flow and they do it. So it does talk, gliding on the ice in in athleticism as well.
Shit.
Those nodes,
Yeah.
if you want to build a nodal story, really the South Node conjunct Neptune, it does portend to like a utopian idealism and dependency. Like
Oh.
these are what you kind of came into, and then having it oppose Mars up there. Wow, Mars is he has a lot of action violence, really, So I think by her stepping onto the ice in her
Hmm.
beautiful Oscar de la Renta, she is facing her fears like you wouldn't even believe. I feel like she's living her life to the fullest.
Yeah. I was looking at all of the retrograde and
Mhm.
I thought this is feels like a redo. Like she gets this second chance
Yeah.
to really do this.
And it's personal,
Hmm.
personal. Hmm.
Yeah, she doesn't have to do this to like save the family name, to like make the money to like not lose the house, right? This is literally
Right.
doing it for her. What can you do
Mhm.
if you weren't, if you couldn't fail, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's pull up. So I pulled the charts for, so the Olympics are February, I think it's 6th through like the 16th, but the first part of the Olympics is like the team sports, and then you go into the individuals. So their pair skating is on the 15th and the 16th. One is a free skate and one is a short program. Whatever the difference between the two are, good luck. I'm gonna watch them, but
Hmm.
I can't describe the difference. So let's go ahead and look at, we'll do the one on the 15th. So here we go. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Here is the chart of the first night of their, where they can win individual awards versus the team award. So she has won the one night, won the second night. So there's just a little bit of change between the two dates. What do you see besides the super every astrologer has lost their damn minds? I'm just drawing a little kitty cat, by the way. I don't know what I'm doing. Every astrologer's like, it's the reset of life. That's what it
Hmm.
is. Reset your matrix.
Yeah, isn't that what she's doing?
Yes, she's
Heck
like,
yeah,
I'm,
good for you.
and I like this square to Mars because to me, squares are growth. It's our growth opportunities.
Mhm.
I also liked this idea of Mars squaring here is giving creative ideas form, artistic ideas form.
Mhm.
Um, and I really felt like here, trining is like you're just putting it all out there. No matter the results of if you medal or not or your first place, like I feel like it's this is my shot. And I'm just gonna put everything out there, especially with this like Mars, Saturn, trying the sun. I mean, for a competitor, I mean, this like here we have this whole lineup as well. Like, I like it.
I do too. I do too. I think she will be rewriting history.
So yeah, I mean, probably the oldest figure skater. Ding ding
Yeah, I
ding.
mean, we need a little more of a glamorous name than that.
Well, I'm glad she's getting dressed up and like, by the way, the idea of like wearing really amazing outfits and you're a Cancer in your shell, like glamorizing that shell with that Leo
Mhm.
Venus. And I
Yeah,
love that this is unaspected. So just like let
yeah.
yourself shine. And the Jupiter, just like let
Mhm.
it shine. It's really wonderful.
I do too.
I mean,
Very excited to
we
watch
don't
her.
have the rising. Do I know if she's going to win or not? No. Mm-mm. But I'll tell you, I think she's putting it all out there. I do think here you had, I did write here because you had this like little bit of like a fairy tale up and down with your emotions, wanting something really badly as well. I really felt like if you're going to put everything into it, just this idea of having like I'm putting everything into like my fairy tale, my desires. This is
Yeah.
my dream. I love it. I think it's great. I think it's a happy, it's one of those where like, the only let's be honest, we like the Olympics because we like to watch the little bio stories, right?
Oh, it's true.
You're like, hold on, I must cry for every sport. So do you want to quickly look at the next night too?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe. These are my mini commercials for you. So here is the next night, the final night of competition. Still, right? This is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Everything is the same. I think the biggest thing is that you're going to have the moon is going to be much closer to Mars. So I think it's almost feels a little more fierce. Maybe the competition is a little more fierce tonight. Um, I also thought this is actually the sun is actually trine her north node up here.
Mhm.
So I realized it didn't necessarily show up in the other chart. And then it also then sextiles. And I'm like, oh, this is like televised. Like I feel like there's gonna be like a crowd behind her.
I like this. I like this for her.
Hmm.
I do too. I do too. And especially Mars moon in Aquarius, the individual in the group of people.
Right. Yeah.
Really love that for her. I think it's going to bring out a lot of emotions either way.
Hmm.
Either way.
Yeah. And I think this just plays into it, right? She's got big emotions.
And we
So
talked about the South Node Neptune being, her time to step into her power and having it trine your or sextile your sun
sextile.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is going to be amazing for her.
Hmm. Yeah. I think she's definitely one to watch. One
Hmm.
to watch. So hopefully going through the Olympics, maybe some more people will pop up that are notable, new.
Hmm.
It's in Italy. So, and I think the other Olympics she was supposed to be in was the one in, is it Toronto? It was supposed to be in Italy as well.
Hmm.
So interesting that the retrogrades bring you right back to it.
Right.
But we hope you enjoyed this little shorty quick episode. Maybe the Olympics would bring on astrologers.
Right.
We can be like, wow, that athlete. Um, that's probably a little to maybe give some people an edge. Yeah, but please like and subscribe, follow along, book readings with us. I posted a new reading option online. So it's 45 minutes. It's more of like, I'm going to call it like your cosmic guidance counselor. So we use all the different tools under our belt to look at what is going on in your life or your questions.
Yeah.
I want to be a spiritual guidance counselor.
Mhm.
As Patty, like I want badges. So I want to start little clubs and have little little communities everywhere of people just excited, happy, and doing things together. That's all. So let's all cheer her on. Okay. And thanks for watching.